Hey guys, welcome back to my craft room and back to a new theme. And we are doing skinnies again today because it is Saturday. And that means that we are making a Wizard of Oz skinny. Actually, we're going to be making two skinnies. And it's going to be so cool. So, to start off with, I used a glittery yellow paper. And then I found some gingham paper in my stash, a blue gingham, to kind of match Dorothy's dress. And I cut that out with a kind of flowery shape. And then I also made a little printable for my sentiment, and it says, "Keep calm and click 3 times," like her little red sparkly shoes. I thought it would suit this skinny so well because in my stash I found a high heel die cut, well, just a die. So I die cut some red glitter paper out of it. Oh my word, perfect for a Wizard of Oz theme. So I just backed that printable up with some red paper, and I decided that I was going to add a little of that sliver of gingham down at the bottom just to give a little bit more interest. And then I just used some art glitter glue to put on that glitter cardstock just to make sure it stuck really well because of that floating glitter. And I think it turned out so cute to represent Dorothy. I wish I would have found my brick embossing folder, and for some reason it was just hidden from me, which it was actually okay because this one turned out so good that I'm kind of glad I didn't go that extra step. So then moving on to our next skinny, which, if you don't remember, 3 by 5 is our dimension, or our measurement for our base card, which is so hard when you want to put so many things on there. Like you'll see with this one, I had such a hard time figuring out what I was going to put on, what wasn't going on, because I just wanted to add everything. So I wanted to represent the wizard. So I thought the best way to do that would be for Emerald City, and to do the little towers that are in Emerald City. So I thought the coolest way to do that without, actually getting an image is making it out of string art. So all I did was take some baker's twine, put some green ink on it, laid it down in between my sheet that I wanted the string art to be on, another piece, and then I just laid something heavy on top of it. I used an ink box, a box holding my inks, and it worked out perfect. It came out so cool, and I think they really do kind of look like the towers in the city. I don't know, that just might be my imagination, but if not, they're just some cool green flowers that kind of go along with. Then I kind of wanted to include the sentiment, which I'll make sure to include in the printables as well, just in case you want to use it. And then I also wanted to include the balloon, which is this beautiful shade of green. It's kind of like an emerald. And it's shiny. And I didn't know how I was going to include it, but I knew I wanted to because in the one of the stories he comes in on a balloon, and that's how he gets into Oz. So I wanted to add a little bit more dimension, and I used a green and gold ribbon, and I kind of bunched it up a little bit just because I knew I was going to put something in the center, which ended up being a die cut out of some different green papers. I used a shiny green and then I used a glittery green, and I just layered. They're kind of flowers. They're made for jewelry pieces, but I use them as just paper and an accent. And all I did was just use some more art glitter glue because I knew it was going to hold those pieces very nicely. And then I put the faux towers on top of that, And then I decided I really wanted to keep that balloon on there, but it just wasn't fitting. And then I finally was like, why don't I just cut it in half? And that is where the moment strikes that makes this all pull together. And I figured I should probably give a clue as to what this is, just in case. So I write down on the bottom, Emerald City in some gold, a gold glitter pen, just in case, you know, there were some doubts. I think that it comes across as, you know, the Emerald City, but just in case. And then also it could just look like the little placard that says Emerald City. So it fits in very nicely, even though it's, you know, not really what would be in the movie. But I think it turns out so cool. These were definitely, oh, I don't know. I've got to say they were probably my favorite Skinnies. It's hard to say that though, because the Disney ones were so cool. But don't forget to come back tomorrow and then also Monday, because we're going to be doing Wizard of Oz themes for the bookmarks and also for the mini pocket letter. I am so excited to carry this theme these next few days because I never really do Wizard of Oz. It's just not really a common theme for most people to be like, I want a Wizard of Oz thing. So I was so happy to be doing this swap for the Skinnies and the bookmarks. So it's going to be awesome. And I hope that you guys are enjoying this series. And I know I am. I think the Skinnies are so cool. And then bookmarks, of course, are so useful. And then mini pocket letters. You know my love of mini pocket letters. So just doing it in a different theme is really cool. So here I am finishing it up. Here is the final look. Well, after I put some more glue down, just in case. I always like to add an extra layer, you know, just in case. But here it is. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope you're having a crazy day. Good crazy, not bad crazy. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.